"Hey, it's Lily. Let's just listen to a story together." They looked like the perfect couple. Gym selfies, family photos, even their little daughter cheering them on. But behind the late-night workouts and fitness trackers, there was a secret no one was supposed to notice. I was just her gym buddy, until I realized the trainer wasn't only helping her lift weights. The night I realized something was off, the gym was closed, but her heart rate was sprinting. I know because I follow her on the fitness app. Everyone at our club does. It's our little scoreboard. And at 12:41 a.m., Emma's tracker lit up like a rave. A 42-minute strength session in a gym that shuts down at 11. I lay there in the dark, the blue glow of my phone painting my ceiling, listening to the radiator tick and the city sleep, and felt my stomach drop into a cold, echoing shaft. I'm her gym buddy, not her best friend. We spot each other on overhead presses, trade playlists, and pre-workout packs, complain about the stupid turnstiles eating our key tags. I know the smell of her eucalyptus hand sanitizer and the exact sound of her laugh. Short, bright, guilty, like she just got away with sneaking an extra set. She's married. Mark, nice guy, beard, dad jokes, and they post those fit couple goals selfies that get 100 fire emojis. Sundays, they bring their daughter, Luna, 7, gap-toothed and fearless, to the club pool, where she races me across the shallow end and cheats shamelessly by pushing off the floor. So I told myself the midnight workout was a glitch. Maybe the watch misfired. Maybe she was just restless and did push-ups beside the bed. But the next day at 6:05 a.m., I saw her in the lobby while the sunrise still had that gray, unreal color, and she jumped when I said her name. Emma never jumps. She usually sees people first. She's got that scanning, social radar, and beams like a lighthouse. "Hey," I said, keeping my voice low because the desk scanner beeps sound so loud in the morning. "You went hard last night." Her eyes flicked right, left. "What?" "Your tracker," I said, like I was talking about weather. "Beast mode after midnight." She sagged with a laugh that didn't quite connect. "Yeah, couldn't sleep. Too much tea." She pulled her hair into a messy bun and tugged it loose, pulled it again. Behind her, the squat rack looked naked without plates, and the cleaning staff pushed a yellow cart that squeaked in pulses. "Don't judge me if I crash halfway through." "I never judge," I said. "I gawk and gossip, different skill set." She gave the laugh again, tinny this time. "You and every locker room whisperer. Thing is, she's right. The locker room is our confession booth and rumor mill. Half the stories are about supplements, and half about who looked too happy slipping out of a training room. I hate how easily my mouth bends around secrets that aren't mine. But I also know that's how people keep each other safe. Little warnings wrapped in jokes. We warmed up on bikes. She kept glancing at her wrist like the watch owed her money. I tried to keep the conversation light. Asked about Luna's school talent show. The one where she was going to play the ukulele and do a karate bow afterward. Emma's smile went soft, the way moms' smiles do when they talk about their kids, like someone warmed it from the inside. "She's practicing in the mirror," Emma said, breath puffing in the cool air. "Keeps asking if applause is guaranteed." I told her, "Only if you remember to breathe between chords." "Solid advice for life," I said, checking the cadence. Her legs were moving a little too fast for a warm-up, like she was trying to bike away from herself. We hit shoulders and back. On bent-over rows, she stood too close to the mirror, not watching her form so much as studying her face. I noticed makeup, just a whisper of something shimmery on the cheekbones. Not her usual gym look. She usually comes in barefaced, chapstick only, hair whatever the morning did to it. When I handed her the 25s, I caught a scent. Cedar, pepper, clean. And it wasn't hers. Emma's smell is always laundry powder and mints, like a fresh start and a second chance. New detergent? I said, too lightly. Old habit. Make it a joke. Then you can pretend you weren't asking anything real. She blinked. Huh? You smell fancy, I said, grinning to show I wasn't prying. Like a magazine insert. She rolled her eyes. I spilled Mark's cologne, okay? He'll live. I nodded, as if the explanation didn't bump and snag in my brain. When we finished our sets, she stretched with that extra carefulness you do when you're hiding soreness from a workout you can't explain. There were faint marks on her forearms, not bruises. More like the temporary arcs a barbell knurling leaves if you clean too quickly. Except we hadn't done cleans in weeks. In the locker room, the whispers started before the showers steamed. She's glowing, somebody stage whispered, and another voice said, That's not a glow, that's a neon sign. I hated myself for leaning into it. People love to read love, or its cousin, trouble, into anything. On my way out, I nearly bumped into Mark and Luna coming in. Sunday had shifted to Tuesday, apparently. Mark held Luna's tiny backpack like a prize, and Luna waved a swim cap like a flag. Hey, you, Mark said to me, that automatic friendliness of a guy used to being liked. Emma inside? Just wrapping up, I said, pointing past the turnstiles. Luna darted toward the pool hallway, and Mark caught her hood mid-flight, practiced and gentle. "Want to say hi?" He grinned, always. Then he laughed. We were supposed to do a photo thing, Transformation Tuesday, but someone overslept. He glanced at his watch, not a fitness tracker, but a Rolex look-alike, the sort of thing dads get for themselves when they survive newborn years. I don't know why the phrase Transformation Tuesday made my chest tight. Maybe because it was the caption under their last selfie, her head on his shoulder, both of them damp from siren red spin bikes. The caption, evolving together. Fit couple goals. The comments were heart-eye emojis and marry someone who pushes you. The top comment was mine, the stupid flexed bicep arm. That was 3 weeks ago. Hey, Emma said when they found each other, and she kissed Mark's cheek quick, as if the air might bite. Luna's voice shot down the hallway. Mom, race me. Mark looked at Emma with that look men have when they know they're supposed to notice something and offer relief. You okay? Yeah, she said, too fast. Just tired. Tea. Her eyes went to the windows, the daylight hardening outside like a decision. Mark leaned in, and for a second I thought he smelled the cedar too. If he did, it didn't show. The rest of the day I tried to unsee what I'd seen. I told myself, people get restless, people lift at weird hours, people spill cologne. But that night at 11:58 p.m., my phone buzzed. Another alert. Emma's tracker lit again. Not steps, not sleep, not some breathing exercise. Weight training, according to the little dumbbell icon. Heart rate rising and falling in a rhythm that didn't look like sets and rest at all. I know what the graph for deadlifts looks like. This wasn't it. The next morning, she wore a long sleeve in the warm gym and pulled it down every time it rode up. I'm not an idiot. I also know not to accuse people of things I can't unsay. So I kept my voice at locker room whisper volume and asked about Luna's ukulele again. She answered politely, but her eyes kept cutting toward the training rooms. The ones with the glass walls, the logo decal peeling in one corner, the little wooden signs with names slid into them. Booked. 7 Tau 7:45. Our club has a dozen trainers, a rotating cast of black shirts in perfect posture. Some are cheerleaders, some drill sergeants, some therapists with clipboards. They float around you, calling your name like they own it. Form M, a voice said from behind me. It was new, or maybe one I hadn't noticed. Warm tenor with a smile in it. I turned and saw him. Tall, not stupid handsome, but that kind of gym handsome that reads as safe. Neat beard, feathered hair, shoes too clean to be real. He wore the club logo and a name tag. Nate Performance. He didn't look at me. He looked at her like he recognized a song she had stuck in her head. Emma's mouth did that quick knot thing again. "I've got it," she said, and corrected her stance with exaggerated care. He nodded once and moved on, but his reflection in the mirror didn't move when he did. It lingered half a second longer than a reflection should, like it knew it was being watched. "That guy knew?" I asked. "Kind of," she said. "He took over Kara's clients when she went to that boutique studio." She made it nonchalant, but the words lined up too neatly, like she'd practiced the answer. I caught myself picking at a callus, felt the papery skin give and sting. "He seems attentive. He's a trainer," she said, shrugging, not meeting my eye. "They teach. That's the job." I wanted to say, "Not at midnight, they don't." But I kept my mouth shut because I don't have proof, just a collection of bright crumbs leading into a dark, beautiful forest. After the workout, on the row of hair dryers that sounds like a small jet engine, 2 women, towel turbans, expensive leggings, talked loudly enough to be heard over the shuddering machines. "You see Emma lately?" one said. "She's got that new season energy." The other laughed. "Spring fever in November. Must be nice." I caught my own face in the mirror, flushed with the thrill of a story I didn't want. It made me feel predatory, like the gym had turned from a place into a scene in which I knew too much about strangers' lives. Except these strangers let me lift the other end of their bar. At noon, my phone buzzed. A DM from Emma. "Sorry if I was weird this morning. I'm just off." 3 dots bubbled, then vanished. A minute later, "Thanks for the spot. Tomorrow?" I typed. "Always." Then erased it. Typed. "Of course." Then erased that too. Finally, "I'm around. You good?" Send. She didn't answer for an hour, and I watched the red receipt sit there, judgmental and plain. When she did, it was, "Yeah, just noise in my head." That evening, a new post. Emma and Mark, mirror selfie in their hallway. She in a long sweater, he in a plaid shirt. Luna in pajamas photobombing like a ninja. Caption, "Family over everything. Grateful." Comments bloomed. I stared at the reflection in their hall mirror, zoomed in like a creep. On the console table behind them, next to a jar of seashells, sat a black lanyard with a little white badge. Club logo. Trainer badge? No. Members get them too. Still, I stared until the pixels broke into harmless blocks. Sleep wouldn't come. At 1:07 a.m., the dumbbell icon blazed again, this time only 20 minutes. Her heart rate graph stair-stepped, then plateaued, then ramped. I scrolled back through weeks. The pattern hadn't been there before, not until the last 3. always around midnight, always a strength session. The next morning, I came armed with innocence. I asked about Luna's talent show, the ukulele, whether children get stage fright or just excitement wearing a different mask. Emma smiled. She's decided to write her own song. It's called Don't Forget the Snacks. Instant classic, I said. We laughed like normal people. Then I did the thing I shouldn't have, the thing that would tilt the ground under us. I said, we should switch up our routine, try a few new movements, maybe ask a trainer to check our form. Her shoulders tightened a fraction. I'm fine, she said, and the words had edges. I don't need... Nate, I called, like a betrayal, not sure why I said his name until I heard it leave me. He turned with that easy readiness trainers cultivate. I pointed at Emma's hinge pattern. Could you just take a look? He approached, hands in his pockets like he was entering a room where someone might cry. His eyes met mine first, crisp, professional. Then they moved to Emma and did something softer, the eye equivalent of a private joke. My skin prickled. Mind if I cue? He asked her, voice warm. She nodded, jaw tight. He stepped close. Not too close, just the kind of close people write poems about, and touched the air next to her ribs without actually touching. Think about closing the car door with your hip, he said. Feel the hamstring load before you move. Her breath went audible in her throat. She reset, did the rep. He praised her with a quiet, that's it, and stepped back. The air between them felt rearranged. Thanks, I said, swallowing a taste like pennies. He smiled at me, a little too long, like he'd seen through a window I didn't know I had. After he left, Emma racked her weight with unnecessary force. Don't do that again. Ask for help? I tried, dumb as a plank. Put me on display, she said. I've got enough eyes on me. Her voice wobbled, then steadied, then died. I should have apologized and let it go. Instead, the question bullied its way out. Are you okay? She looked at me, and for a second she didn't look like a person having an affair or not having one. She looked like a person trying to figure out who she was to herself. I'm hungry, she said finally. For compliments, for attention, for someone to notice when I do something hard. Is that pathetic? It's human, I said before thinking. But Mark loves me, she said, and her eyes shone for a different reason now. He loves me like a house, and sometimes I want to be a fire alarm. We finished in silence, the kind that hums with everything you're not saying. When she left, she squeezed my shoulder. Quick, grateful, sorry. And I watched her walk past the training rooms with her gaze straight ahead. That afternoon, she posted a boomerang of smoothies clinking. Caption, recovery with the best. The other cup was out of frame. Comments asked who. She didn't answer. That night, I did the cowardly thing. I went to the club's website and clicked through the trainer bios. Kara with the bandana and deadlift record. Marcus with the chef background who meal preps for clients. Nate. There he was. Performance. Specialty in mobility and form. Favorite quote. Attention is the purest form of generosity. I stared at that line until the words unhooked from meaning. At 12:19 a.m., the dumbbell icon lit again. My thumb hovered over Mark's profile in my contacts. He and I aren't friends. Not really. But we've shared a bench and a couple of dad jokes about Luna's obsession with neon swim caps. The dilemma bloomed in my chest like a bruise. Tell him and become the villain, or keep quiet and let him figure it out the hard way. Locker room ethics say, you don't blow up people's lives with suspicion. The friend part of me, the part that spots Emma and races his daughter in the pool, said, silence can be a kind of cruelty. I put the phone face down, picked it back up, face down again. My room smelled like detergent and dust, and I suddenly needed air. I threw on a hoodie and walked to the club, just to look at the outside, like a detective who doesn't yet deserve the hat. The building sat under the streetlights, mirrored walls reflecting a sleepy strip of storefronts, and one very awake man in his own mess. On the dash of a parked car near the side door, I saw a lanyard with the club logo and a name tag face down. It could have been anyone's. A moth battered itself against the hood light, frantic and determined, until it found darkness again. The next morning, Emma wasn't there. Her check-in didn't ping the app. At 7:42 a.m., Mark posted a photo. Luna, hair wet from the pool, eating a bagel with cream cheese happiness. Caption: morning swim with my favorite girl. Mama sleeping in. I scrolled back to the graph and watched the midnight mountain of heartbeats settle into a quiet valley. At 8:10 a.m., Emma messaged me. Can we not meet today? I need a day. Then after a beat, and please don't call me out in front of trainers again. I typed and erased 5 replies before landing on, got it. I'm here if you need me. She sent a heart, the kind you send when you want to keep someone at arm's length and also not lose them. That night, a Thursday, our group chat, me, 2 other regulars, lit up. Anyone at the club see the side door propped? Weird. Someone left it like that after close. I stared at the photo. A rubber wedge holding the heavy door open an inch. Inside, darkness. Outside, the grain of the concrete like old skin. At 12:33 a.m., Emma's tracker went live again. Longer this time. 55 minutes. The heart rate climbed, rested, climbed again. My own pulse synced with it, traitorously. I swiped to Mark's profile, to their grid of bright surfaces, and saw a new story. Late night edit for tomorrow's video. Fit couple Friday. He was at their kitchen table, laptop open, ring light making a halo. Behind him, the hallway mirror showed, barely, blur in a blur. What could have been a jacket hastily hung, or nothing at all. I put the phone down, stood up, paced, sat. Sometime after 1, my door buzzer rang. Once. Long. Surprised and reckless, I hit the intercom. Hello? Static. Then her voice. It's me. I buzzed her in before my brain voted. Emma climbed the stairwell slow, gym bag slung across her chest, hair messy under a beanie. Up close, her face looked like it had been rubbed out and drawn again too quickly. She stood in my doorway, breathing hard, not from stares. She could bound those 9 flights and chat, but from something else. I can't go home like this, she said, voice small in the hall. Can I sit for a minute? I stepped aside. She slid past me and collapsed on the edge of my couch, gym bag thudding to the floor. The cedar pepper scent rose again, and it wasn't Mark's. It wasn't hers. It hung around her like a borrowed shirt. I know, she said, staring at her hands. You know. I sat, but further away than I would have yesterday. I don't know enough, she swallowed. The sound was loud in my quiet room. I didn't plan it, she whispered. I didn't wake up and decide to ruin anything. I wanted to feel seen, and then I felt watched, and then I felt wanted, and then the lines moved, and I moved with them. Emma, I said, her name a plea and a warning. She shook her head. Don't say my name like that. I'm not asking you to absolve me." Then she looked up, and the shine in her eyes wasn't tears. It was panic finding its voice. "I'm asking you to tell me what to do." The night sat heavy between us, full of bad options. "Tell Mark," who was probably in their kitchen adjusting a thumbnail on a video of him and his wife high-fiving after burpees. "Say nothing and watch their grid fill with smiles that would eventually crack. Drag it into the light or let it rot in the dark." Her wrist buzzed. She flinched and turned the screen over. Even upside down, I saw the edge of a message preview. A name that cut clean and sharp as a blade. It was a single word. A first name, simple, common. Somehow suddenly enormous. I started, breath hitching. She closed her eyes. "Please," she whispered, barely air. "Don't say it." I didn't. But in the quiet after, another notification bloomed. Impossible to ignore this time. And the name on her screen finally flipped face up in the dark. Clear as a whistle in an empty gym. I stared at the name on her screen until the letters stopped meaning anything. Nate. No surname. Just the same 4 letters from the badge on his black trainer tee. The message preview was short and ordinary in a way that felt obscene. "Did you get home okay?" The kind of check-in that belongs to the end of any long day. Except days don't usually end at 1 a.m. smelling like cedar and pepper. Emma held the phone like it might burn through her palm. "He worries," she said, and even she seemed to hear how small that sounded. "He checks on clients at 1 a.m., I said softly. Her laugh was a brittle thread. "I told you I didn't plan this." I kept my voice at a whisper. A locker room murmur between lockers. "What is this?" She rubbed a thumb along the beveled edge of her watch. It started with compliments, harmless ones. "You're moving better." "Your squat looks strong today." And then, different compliments. "You're consistent. You pay attention." Do you know what that does to a person who feels invisible half the day? I nodded, because I did. The gym is a place where someone will notice the angle of your elbow and treat it like a revelation. That kind of noticing is a drug. "I went home buzzing," she said. "Mark asked about my session. I said it went well. He kissed my forehead and told me he was proud of me for showing up." Her mouth twisted. It should have been enough. "Did you and Nate?" I started and stopped. She shook her head, and then nodded, and then shrugged, which is somehow worse. "The lines moved," she repeated. "It was stupid, and it was not nothing." Silent. Her watch pulsed again. Another message stacked under the first. "Don't forget to drink water." That gentleness made me angrier than anything. "Is he your coach or your calendar?" I said, and regretted the meanness as soon as it left. Emma flinched. "He's a person who notices me," she said, each word carefully placed, like stepping stones across a creek she wasn't sure would hold her. "Not just my reps. The way I braid Luna's hair. The song stuck in my head. And Mark doesn't?" "He does. In a Mark way. He notices laundry and dentist appointments and when I'm too quiet and he puts tea in my hand. He's a good man." Her voice went low, like a secret you keep from yourself. "And I am not." "Don't do that," I said. "Don't decide you're the villain just because you're messy." Her eyes filled and then cleared. "I came here because you are outside of it, but close enough to see it. And because you already saw too much and I need someone to hold me steady while I figure out which truth to pick." "Pick?" "The one where I tell Mark. Or the one where I tell Nate to leave me alone? Or the one where I do nothing and wait for gravity to choose? I exhaled slowly. If gravity chose for you, where would you land? She didn't answer. She looked around my living room like it might contain the answer somewhere between the plants and the stack of unread mail. Her gaze caught on a framed photo of our club's turkey trot. Me in terrible shorts. Emma and Mark and Luna beaming behind me. Luna's prize ribbon crooked. The ribbon's shadow on the mat looked like an arrow pointing nowhere helpful. Her phone buzzed again. This time the tone was different. A little trill. The fitness tracker's notification. A friend on the app had cheered her last workout. I glanced and saw the tiny party poppers on the lock screen. Usernames. One of them was Nate P. Performance. The cheer emoji looked unbearably cheerful. Emma turned the screen face down like a lid on a boiling pot. I need to go, she said. She stood, then sat again, then stood. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come. This isn't fair. It's human, I said again, though I didn't know if it was permission or a diagnosis. At the door, she paused, hand on the frame. Don't tell him, she said. And it wasn't a command. It was a hope. I won't. Tonight, I said, because I couldn't promise more. She closed her eyes, nodded, and went down the stairs light as gravity would allow. I slept in pieces, like broken glass. At 6:15 a.m., my alarm chirped. Stupid, cheerful digital birds. And I walked to the club with a head made of fog and questions. The side door, the one from the photo in our group chat, was closed now, wedge gone. Inside, the morning smelled like lemon cleaner, and new beginnings it couldn't guarantee. Emma wasn't on the floor. Mark was, though, with Luna in a pink swim cap threatening to burst with personality. He spotted me by the dumbbells. Hey, he called. Easy wave. You seen Em? She said she might skip. I got a text last night, I heard myself say with admirable neutrality. She needed a day. Cool, he said, adjusting his grip on the bar like he could adjust his grip on anything. I told her to sleep. We'll do our little video later. He lifted, exhaled, racked. Actually, you mind filming us sometime? You've got steady hands. The comments love third angles. He laughed, not knowing the way those words clanged inside me. Sure, I said, because what else do you say to a nice man before you potentially blow up his life? I tried to train, but I was all nerves and distraction. At the water fountain, I almost collided with Nate. Up close in daylight, he looked exactly as designed. Approachable, squared off, present. He gave me the professional nod he gives everyone. Hey, man. Hey, I said, and tried to sound like I did any other day, like we were two guys who share the same building and not a secret. His eyes flicked the way trainers' eyes do. Quick assessment, time of day weather report, whether your knee tracks over your toe. For a heartbeat, I thought I saw recognition, that he knew I knew. Then it was gone, replaced by a smile you could sell memberships with. He moved on, and I hated how relieved and disappointed I felt at the same time. By mid-morning, the app showed Emma's recovery day streak and a story of Luna's lunchbox note. You are brave even when you're not sure. Hearts and rainbows poured in. Then, because the internet is its own machine, the comments shifted. Where's Friday's couple video? One wrote. We need content. Another. You two are goals. A third. More collabs with your trainer. Those tips were fire. I swallowed hard at that last line and looked away as if anyone could see me looking. My phone vibrated with a message from a number I didn't have saved. "This is off the record," it said. "But you were out late." I stared, heart banging. "Who is this?" I replied. "Night manager," the next bubble said. Then, "Thought I saw you near the side entrance. You okay?" I had forgotten the cameras, the quiet people keeping the building breathing after hours. "Yeah," I typed. "Couldn't sleep, just walked." "Keep it to walking," he wrote. "We've had people sliding in to borrow the space after close. Not good. Insurance will eat me alive." After close. Borrow the space. The floor under me hummed. I wanted to ask who people were, whether he meant a trainer with a key fob and a client who said she needed privacy to fix her form. I didn't, because I was already too far in. "Got it," I wrote. "Sorry." At noon, Emma texted. I told him I'm taking distance, from extra sessions, from extra everything. A beat then. He said he respects it. Another. He's coming by to drop off a resistance band I left behind. My fingers hovered over my keypad. "At your house?" I typed, then erased, then typed again. "Is that wise?" He said it's on his route, she wrote. "It'll be 2 minutes. Do you want me around?" I asked, shocking myself. "No," she replied quickly, then softened it. "I need to do this myself." At 12:40, while I was trying and failing to care about my own shoulder mobility, Mark posted a boomerang of a smoothie swirl. Caption: "Fueling up to film. Guess the flavor." Comments: "Mango. Peanut butter. Couples who grind together." I didn't read the rest. At 12:52, Emma stopped replying. Her read receipts went off, the silence of someone bracing. I imagined the doorbell, the handoff, the polite conversation on a porch with a potted fern and a neighbor walking a dog pretending not to hear. I told myself that was all it would be. At 13:17, she sent a single message. He stayed. Then nothing. My lungs felt small. I waited, but the dots didn't dance. At 13:28, a different notification popped. Mark DM'd me, which he almost never does. "Hey, random," he wrote. "We're thinking of surprising Em with a compilation of her friends saying what they admire about her work ethic. Could you send a quick video later? You've seen her grind. She'd get a kick out of it." He added a smiling emoji that looked unbearably open. I stared at the screen until my vision blurred. The choice dressed itself up in 2 costumes: loyalty to honesty or loyalty to the version of peace that depends on pretending. My thumbs sweated. I didn't respond. At 13:36, Emma again. He told me he respects my boundaries. A second later. Then he told me he can't stop thinking about me. Then, I told him to go. And after a pause long enough to grow a season, he went. I let the air out of my chest slowly, like I was deflating a balance ball. "I'm proud of you," I wrote, and winced at how parental it sounded. She hearted it. Then, "I'm shaking. Eat something," I texted, because it's the only thing I know to tell people when their blood sugar and moral compass are both low. She sent a photo, her hand around a mug of tea, chipped glaze, the words, "World's okayest mom," in faded letters. "I hate that mug today," she wrote. "I want to be great at something." "You are," I started to type, and stopped. The truth was, I didn't know what words she needed. "You're trying," I sent instead. "That counts." The day crept. At 17:10, she posted a story. feet up on the coffee table, toes painted chipped coral, Luna's backpack spilling art supplies. Caption: home, breathing. She did not post the couple video. Comments asked. She ignored them. At 19:02, my phone rang. Mark. The screen flashed his contact photo. Him in a ridiculous turkey hat from the trot. I answered with a careful, "Hey, did you see Em today?" he asked, cheerful but with a thread under it. "We texted," I said. "She's quiet," he said. Quieter than her usual quiet. I'm not fishing for gossip. Just, if something's up at the club, I'd want to know. People talk. He laughed in a way that made the hair on my arms lift. Locker room whispers. My mouth went dry. "Mark," I began, and then took the coward's off-ramp. "She said she needed space from extra. I think she's just tired," he exhaled. "Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Hey, can I ask, have you trained with that new guy? Nate?" People rave. "Seen him around," I said, my pulse now in my throat. "He knows his stuff." "Yeah, he DM'd him a program. Complimentary. Said it might help her knees. Nice guy." He paused, the air on the line shifting. You ever get a vibe off somebody and you're not sure if it's respect or something else? I decided that if a trapdoor had to open, I would at least arrange the rug nicely. "Vibes are dangerous," I said. "They stick to whatever you're already afraid of." He laughed. Words to lift by, then softer. "Thanks." We hung up, and I pressed my phone to my forehead like it could cool a fever. My screen lit again. A DM from a club account I didn't recognize immediately. Member relations. The message: "We're reviewing after-hours access. If you notice doors propped or unusual activity, let us know." Attached was a blurry still of the propped side door. In the grainy doorway, 2 silhouettes. It could have been anyone. It could have been no one. My stomach told me who. I didn't sleep again that night. At 00:06, my fitness app sent the now familiar fireworks. Emma's workout was live. I stared, a fresh dread crawling behind my ribs. She had said distance. She had sent him away. Had the gravity chosen anyway? The graph began, not like the others. Slow, steady, almost meditative. Then, spike, rest, spike, rest. It could have been intervals. It could have been anything. I opened our message thread. "Are you okay?" I typed. No reply. At 00:19, a new story blinked at the top of my screen. The club's story, not hers. Someone had tagged the gym from the cardio area. An empty row of treadmills, the blue clock on the wall reading 12:18, reflected in the mirror like a secret. Caption: "When the grind don't stop." The account was anonymous, a newly made handle with 2 posts and no followers. I dressed without thinking and walked to the club again, a moth to neon. The street was shiny from an earlier drizzle, reflecting the sodium lights like cheap jewelry. From the sidewalk, I could see into the front lobby, the motion sensors throwing tired light over chairs and a stand of branded water bottles. No movement. Around the side, the door looked shut, properly heavy on its hinges. Then I saw it. The faintest sliver of light in the seam, like someone had recently let go. I reached for the bar and then stopped because I am not a key holder, and I am not a hero, and I am not someone who wants to escalate anything he can't de-escalate later. I stood very still and listened. Somewhere inside, a weight settled onto rubber with that soft, flat thud we all know by heart. Then a voice. low and kind, impossible to hear, and impossible not to hear when you know its shape. That's it. Breathe. I stepped back, pulse a drum. My phone buzzed in my pocket. A text from Emma. 2 words that didn't match the sound on the other side of the wall. Help me. My thumbs fumbled. Where are you? No dots, no reply. I waited another minute. 2. The side door twitched. Just a breath of movement. And then it opened fully with a washed-out rectangle of light spilling onto concrete. Nate filled the frame, black shirt, towel over shoulder. He stepped out, head tipping as if listening for rain. In his hand, a resistance band. The same shade as the one Emma had said he'd returned. He looked left, right, and for one suspended second, our eyes found each other. We were 2 people outside a place we both loved for different reasons. His expression didn't change, but something under it did. A flicker of calculation, of gentle warning. He lifted the band in a small, innocuous wave, as if to say, "See? Just equipment." Behind him, muffled, I heard the faintest jingle. Emma's keys. Then her voice, too quiet to catch words, just the shape of them. He turned, answered softly, and the door closed between us with a sigh like a secret taken back. My phone buzzed again. A new message from Emma, time-stamped 0026. Wrong. I'm sorry. Sent that by accident. Then, please don't come. I stared at those sentences until they became unhelpful poems. The next morning, Mark's account posted a still photo. Him and Emma in the kitchen, her in a hoodie, him in a beanie. Luna frosting cupcakes between them like a small, proud son. Caption: Off day well spent, family bake night. The comments exploded. Hearts, star eyes, goals. The frosting on Emma's hoodie sleeve was the exact color of the resistance band. By lunch, rumors skittered across the locker room tiles like spilled beads. You hear they're cracking down on trainers using space after hours? Somebody's lied about their sessions. Member Relations is asking for footage. I tied my shoes too tight and then loosed them, trying to let my brain breathe. Emma didn't show. Nate floated the floor with that curated ease, helping a new dad set up a sled push, correcting a college kid's bench with a single ghosted touch. When he approached me, I felt the ridiculous impulse to stand taller. "How's your shoulder?" he asked, like he had ever asked me that before. "Fine," I said, and hated that I sounded like a teenager caught near the teacher's lounge. He nodded toward the turf. "If you ever want a quick screen, no charge, I'm around." Generous. Innocent. It made me want to punch a medicine ball until it slumped. "Thanks," I said, the word made of ice. He tilted his head, that assessing micro-movement. "You okay, man?" I thought about saying, "Ask your midnight calendar." Instead, "Long night." "Same," he said, and moved on. At 16 Gao, I found myself near the front desk, pretending to study a flyer while actually eavesdropping. The night manager, bald, kind eyes, was talking to member relations over a speakerphone. "We don't have footage from the side hall," he said. "That camera's been glitchy." A static buzz then. "We need to fix it," a crisp voice replied. "Trainers have keys for emergencies, not moonlighting, and not whatever else." The pause was pointed. I could feel my face heat. I went home early. My apartment felt both too quiet and too loud, every sound magnified, every silence accusatory. Mark had sent me a follow-up DM. Any chance you can send that video by Saturday? We want to surprise her Sunday after Luna's talent show. He'd added a photo of the ukulele with stickers spelling LUNA in glitter bubble letters. I typed, "Absolutely," and didn't send it. Evening slid into night. My fitness app stayed mercifully quiet. At 22:47, a text from Emma. I told him not to text me. He said, "I'll be here when you change your mind." Then, I hate that part of me wants to. "Block him," I wrote, and felt how blunt and insufficient it was. "I blocked the number," she replied. "Not the person in my head." "What does the person in your head say?" "That I was interesting for a second," she wrote. "And now I have to go back to being a house." The word echoed that earlier metaphor, the one that had lodged behind my ribs. "You're not a house," I typed. "You're the ocean that knocks them down." She sent a laughing emoji with tears that felt wrong and right. "Locker room poet," she wrote. We didn't speak again until just after midnight, when my phone lit up with a photo I didn't understand at first. A wrist, hers, on a table. The watch face frozen. Dead battery. The tiny red icon like a tongue sticking out. Caption. I took it off. The relief that flooded me was embarrassingly physical. I had to sit down. "Good," I said. "Sleep." She sent a thumbs up and a black heart. I slept like a person who believed in signs, which is why, in the morning, the hang dropped harder. The club's group chat pinged with a link to a new post on a neighborhood forum. "Anyone else hear noise at the gym after hours?" The title read. The body. Not a complaint, just curious. Seems like someone's getting extra coaching. Attached. A grainy clip. The side hall again. Light at the seam of the door. Motion shadowing past. The comments were quick and mean in the way bored people are. Spicy. Pay-per-view? Probably just maintenance. I shouldn't have clicked the second link. I did. It was an anonymous IG account that had sprung up overnight. A Club Night Stories. 2 posts. The first, the treadmill story. The second, a photo of a trainer's lanyard on a dashboard, the logo crisp, the name tag flipped, the beard hairs in the car seat glinting under a dome light. The caption, "Some people never clock out." My palms went cold. I zoomed. I could swear I saw the edge of a parking pass with the club's name. I could swear I saw the corner of a band, the exact color of frosting and the exact color of the resistance band, and the exact color of coincidence. My phone buzzed again. This time it was a number I did recognize, though I had never used it. "Hi," the message read. "This is Nate." A pause bubble, and then, "Can we talk?" Off the floor, man to man. Another beat. About Emma. About what you think you know. The gym. I typed 2 letters. No. I erased them. Where? I wrote instead. Locker room hallway. He replied. 10 minutes. Then, as if he couldn't help himself, "I'm not the villain you want me to be." I slipped my phone in my pocket and started toward the back, past the corkboard with forgotten gloves, past the framed posters reminding us to wipe down equipment, past the spot where the side door's hallway split into the place where secrets feel louder. I turned that last corner and saw him already there, leaning against the tile, the hum of the building close like a confidant. He straightened when he saw me, hands visible, like a cop in a TV show trying not to spook a witness. "Thanks for coming," he said. "I'm not here to help you," I said. "I'm here to tell you to leave her alone." "I tried," he said steady. "She texted me first." He let that sit, then added, She's not a child. She's married, I whispered, every word a weight plate. I know, he said. Do you think I don't know? Do you think that makes this feel like a victory? It makes me feel like I'm the guy in your story who breaks things. I don't want to be that guy. He looked genuinely pained, and I hated him more for doing sincerity well. But she is not asleep at the wheel. She is choosing. And now she says she's choosing no. Good, I said. Hold her to it. He nodded. I will, and I will also be here if she chooses differently. He held my gaze, not defiant, just stubbornly honest. Because I don't think she's being noticed at home the way she needs. You don't get to diagnose a marriage because you watched her hip hinge. Maybe not, he said. But I watched her come alive when someone told her she was more than consistent. You know what I tell my clients? Attention is the purest form of generosity. He gave a tired half smile. It's true even when it's messy. I wanted to tell him that his quote was the exact problem, that attention can also be the purest form of theft if you take it from someone who already owed it elsewhere. Instead, I said, if you care about her, don't let her burn her life for a compliment. We stood in that humming hallway a beat longer than was comfortable. Then he nodded toward the lobby. I have a client, he said. I'm not going to message her. He paused. Today. The unspoken tomorrow hung there like a towel on a hook. As he walked away, my phone buzzed again. Mark. Not a DM. A call. The turkey hat photo flashed at me with cheerful idiocy. I answered because I am a person who answers calls from kind men in ridiculous hats. Hey, he said, breathless like he'd been running, or laughing, or rehearsing. We're at Luna's talent show rehearsal and she wants you to hear her new ending. She added a line about snacks for parents, too. He chuckled. We'll FaceTime later? Of course, I said, voice thinner than I wanted. He lowered his voice. Then, the way people do when they move a conversation one room closer to the truth. Also, sorry to ask, but have you heard anything weird about after-hours stuff at the gym? Member relations pinged me, which is odd. He laughed, and it sounded like someone aiming for casual and missing by an inch. I told them, we're in bed by 10 most nights, which is a lie because I edit till midnight. But still, I looked at the tile grout, at the little vein of rust near the baseboard like an old scar. People talk, I said. The least useful sentence in any language. Right. He cleared his throat. Hey, do I need to worry? The question hung between us, small and enormous. My mouth opened. The truth sprinted toward it. And that was exactly when my phone buzzed with a new text from Emma, taking over the screen and my whole nervous system. Don't tell him, not yet, please, let me. The hallway lights hummed. Somewhere, a barbell found the floor like a period at the end of a sentence. I looked up and saw, reflected in the small square of the exit sign, the faintest outline of a trainer's lanyard turning a corner. Mark, I said, and my voice didn't sound like mine. There is something you should know. I took a breath that tasted like lemon cleaner and fear, and told myself that whatever I said next would change all of us. And then, just as the first word formed, the club's intercom crackled to life with an announcement that made everyone stop mid-rep. Member relations to the side hallway, now. I looked up. So did he. And I didn't say it. Not yet. The intercom's voice cut off, leaving the hallway buzzing with silence. Member relations to the side hallway, now. The words ricocheted in my chest like a kettlebell dropped wrong. Nate had already turned the corner, but I swore I could hear his shoes moving faster against the rubber floor. "Everything okay?" Mark asked in my ear. His voice carried through the phone, innocent and concerned in equal measure. "Yeah," I said, forcing a chuckle I didn't feel. "Just club announcements. They do that sometimes when towels run out." The lie came too easily. Locker room whisperer's instinct. I hated myself for it. Mark laughed, oblivious. "Gotcha. All right, man. We'll FaceTime later. Luna insists." "Looking forward to it," I said, and hung up before the truth could crawl out on its own. I walked toward the side hallway, pretending like I was supposed to be there. The air smelled sharper, like lemon cleaner and nerves. 2 staff members in polo shirts stood near the door, one holding a clipboard, the other fiddling with a key fob. Their voices carried low and urgent. "Logs show entries after hours," one said. "Which trainer?" the other asked. The clipboard man shrugged. "Could be anyone with access, but someone sloppy, leaving doors propped. Amateur move." I didn't wait to hear more. My stomach had already twisted itself into something unrecognizable. If they found proof, if they matched the midnight graphs to the keycard swipes, it wouldn't just be Emma's secret anymore. It would be an official violation, a report, a phone call to her husband. I slipped out before they saw me and sat in my car, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles blanched. My phone buzzed. Emma again. "Did you hear that?" I typed back. "Yes, they're onto it." Dots appeared. Then, "I can't breathe." I stared at the screen, unsure if she meant panic or guilt or both. That evening, our group chat lit up. One of the regulars posted, "Anyone else hear about a trainer under review?" Another replied, "Midnight Marauder. Heard they're shutting down side access for good." The gossip came fast, cruel in its eagerness. I wanted to mute it all. Instead, I read every word, as if keeping watch could change what was already happening. Emma didn't show at the gym the next morning. Mark did. He was chipper, carrying a shaker bottle that matched his hoodie. "Em's got a migraine," he told me between sets. "Didn't want Luna to see her laid up, so I dropped the kid at school." He smiled, soft around the edges. "We'll film later." I nodded and said something bland about rest and hydration, while inside I was screaming. At noon, my phone buzzed again. "Emma, he wants to meet. Says it's the last time. Says he needs closure." "Don't," I typed back instantly. "Closure is just a door they leave cracked so they can walk through again." She didn't reply. My lunch sat untouched. At 2:14 p.m., another text from her. "I'm at the club, side hallway." I stared at it until the words blurred, then grabbed my keys. The gym was quieter mid-afternoon, sunlight slanting through high windows. I moved fast, but not suspiciously, heart hammering like a sprint. The side hallway door was ajar again. I pressed myself against the wall, hearing voices. Her voice first, low, trembling. "This has to stop." His voice, steady, coaxing. "I know, but you'll miss me." "No," she said, sharper now. "I'll miss how I felt. That's not the same thing." Silence. Then the faint scrape of shoes on rubber flooring. I risked a glance through the narrow seam. Emma stood with her arms crossed, gym bag hanging off one shoulder like she was halfway gone already. Nate leaned against the wall, expression unreadable. "I'll let you go," he said finally. "But when you need someone to see you again, you know where to find me." Her jaw tightened. She turned and walked toward the lobby, past me without noticing, eyes glassy, steps fast. I pressed myself back against the wall until she disappeared. Nate lingered a moment longer, then reached into his pocket, pulled out his lanyard. He stared at it like it weighed more than it should, then stuffed it away and walked in the opposite direction. That night, Emma messaged me. "It's done." I told him no. Really no this time. I typed. Minutes later, Mark posted on their couple's page a selfie of the two of them. Emma's smile a shade too bright, his arms slung proudly around her. Caption: "Nothing beats working through the hard days together. Team us." The comments rolled in, endless hearts and fire emojis. I zoomed in until the pixels blurred. On the counter behind them, just barely visible, a resistance band. Same shade as frosting. Same shade as coincidence. I didn't sleep. Around midnight, the app lit up again. Emma's tracker alive with another session. My chest went cold. After a pause, the update changed. Device inactive. Session deleted. Like someone had started to log it, then panicked and erased the record. At 12:34 a.m., a message from Emma. "You're right. Closure was a lie. He kissed me goodbye." I didn't reply right away. My hands shook too hard to type. Finally, I sent, "Does Mark know?" Dots appeared, then vanished. Appeared again. Vanished. Finally. Not yet, but he will. And before I could ask what she meant, another text. "Tomorrow, after Luna's show. He deserves the truth, even if it ruins us." I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, my phone heavy on my chest. Tomorrow wasn't just going to be ukulele chords and proud parents. Tomorrow was going to be detonation. The next morning, I walked into the gym and found Nate already there, standing by the turf with a client. His eyes caught mine across the room. No smile, no nod, just the quiet acknowledgement of two men who knew too much. And as I turned away, my phone buzzed in my pocket. A message from Mark this time. "Hey man, quick thing. After the show today, could we talk? Privately. I think Emma's keeping something from me, and I need to hear it straight." I read it 3 times, the words hammering harder each time. The choice was no longer tomorrow's. It was now. Luna's talent show smelled like cafeteria pizza and floor wax. Rows of folding chairs filled the multi-purpose room, every parent clutching a phone like a weapon, ready to immortalize their kids' 3 minutes. I sat near the back, pretending to be just another supportive gym buddy, when in reality I felt like a bomb tech waiting for the timer to hit 0. Emma sat 2 rows ahead, hair brushed glossy, Luna's ukulele on her lap. Mark squeezed her shoulder, proud and unsuspecting, his plaid shirt a billboard of normalcy. I watched her fingers fidget on the instrument's tuning pegs, like she was tuning herself for something bigger than a song. When Luna walked out, pigtails bouncing, the room softened. She strummed, a little off-key, and sang her snack-inspired anthem with conviction only a 7-year-old can muster. Parents clapped on the wrong beat. Mark's eyes glistened. Emma mouthed every lyric, her smile breaking and fixing with each chord. The applause was thunderous. Luna bowed twice, milked it, then scampered off stage. For a few minutes, joy was the only thing in the room. Then the lights dimmed for the next act, and Emma leaned toward Mark. I couldn't hear the words, but I could read the shift, her lips forming. "We need to talk." His body stiffened, his smile fell, slow as a weight off a rack. After the show, kids swarmed with juice boxes. Mark caught my eye across the chaos and nodded toward the hallway. 2 minutes. His lips shaped. I followed. The hallway was empty except for the hum of vending machines. Mark leaned against the wall, arms crossed, jaw clenched. "She says she needs to tell me something big," he said, voice low. "She says I should hear your side too." His eyes locked on me, gentle, but searching for betrayal. "So, what do you know?" The words stuck. My mouth felt full of chalk. "Mark, Before I could finish, Emma appeared at the far end of the hallway, walking like each step was a decision. She reached us, chest rising and falling, and looked between us. "Mark," she said. "It's Nate, my trainer. I crossed a line. I let him see me in ways you should have. I didn't plan it, but I didn't stop it either." Her voice cracked but held. "It was wrong, and I'm sorry." The silence that followed was heavier than any deadlift. Mark blinked, once, twice. His hands dropped to his sides. "The trainer?" His voice wasn't angry. It was tired. "The one from the videos? The one with the quotes?" Emma nodded, tears shining. He turned to me. "You knew." It wasn't a question. I swallowed hard. "I suspected. I didn't want to wreck your family on rumors." "Rumors?" His laugh was sharp. "She just confirmed it." Emma reached for him, but he stepped back, eyes darting like he was trying to find an exit in a room without doors. "All those nights editing videos, waiting for you to come home, thinking we were building something." He shook his head. "You were already building something else." Her tears fell now, hot and unhidden. "I wanted to feel seen. I didn't want to replace you, but you did," he said softly. The sound of footsteps interrupted. Nate turned the corner, carrying a duffel bag, clearly arriving late from another session. He froze when he saw us, reading the scene instantly. His shoulders dropped. "Mark," he started, cautious. "This isn't—" "Don't," Mark snapped, his first edge of anger. "Don't say it's not what it looks like. I've been in this hallway before. I know what it looks like." The three of them stood in a triangle, tension thick enough to choke. I stepped back, outsider to my own story now. Nate's voice was steady but quieter. "I care about her. I shouldn't have. I should have stopped it." Mark closed his eyes, exhaled through his nose. "You both should have." Emma's sob broke the silence. Nate's face cracked for the first time, regret carving lines that hadn't been there before. For a moment, nobody moved. Then Luna's laugh echoed down the hall, bright and oblivious, tugging us all back into the world. Mark straightened, shoulders set. "For her," he said, pointing toward the sound. "I'm not exploding this today, but this doesn't just vanish." His eyes flicked between Emma and Nate, and finally to me. "And you. Thank you for not telling me before, but don't ever keep me in the dark again." I nodded, shame heating my skin. Mark walked toward the sound of his daughter, each step purposeful, like he was carrying both rage and restraint in equal measure. Emma stayed rooted, tears streaming, staring at the empty space he'd left. Nate shifted his duffel bag higher on his shoulder, looking smaller than I'd ever seen him. Finally, Emma whispered, "What now?" Nate didn't answer. Neither did I. The hallway just hummed with the machines, indifferent to our ruin. Later that night, scrolling aimlessly, I saw Mark's post. A photo of Luna on stage, ukulele in hand, smiling like the world was still simple. Caption: "Her song, her courage, our reason." proud dad. No Emma. No couple hashtags. Just him and his daughter. And in the quiet of my apartment, the locker room whispers came alive in my head, repeating the question that would follow me long after. When you know someone's secret, are you protecting them by keeping it, or destroying them by staying silent? Because either way, somebody bleeds. And that's how everything unraveled. A family, a marriage, a secret hidden in the locker room shadows. What would you have done? Told the husband from the start, or stayed silent and let the truth break on its own? This was Lily. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.